Welcome to the Generic Tech Support YouTube channel, home of the Granite Security Package. Like and subscribe for more content. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to create a short process to show you how you can get Windows 10 support until January of 2032. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're like most of us, where we can't stand Windows 11, but we don't mind Windows 10. So, how do we get updates on Windows 10 till January of 2032, which, by the way, would put it at about 2 years after whatever next version of Windows releases, which is likely Windows 12. Maybe there'll be a new Windows double XP or double P on an X. I don't know. But whatever the next version of Windows is, will likely be released in 2030, which means that your Windows 10 operating system can presumably get updates for 2 years past the next released version of Windows. This channel doesn't support the ability to use pirated software. So we do not support pirated software. So I'm going to show you how to do this legally. This is CDW's website. CDW is an actual legitimate company. CDW has the ability to sell you an Enterprise 2021 LTSC license for $65.99. Now, for that $65.99, that will give you the ability to run Windows 10 from the end of date October of 2025 until the end of date January of 2032, which in essence will get you about 6.5 years longer of support for your Windows 10 operating system. This is the date that Windows 10 LTSC 2021 edition end of lives. So we can see the extended end date has been extended until January 13th of 2032. The mainstream support ends January 12th of 2027, and it was released November 16th of 2021. Now, that means that Windows 10 IoT Enterprise Edition is actually built on 21H2 of Windows 10. So let's talk about how we can make our Windows 10 system an LTSC system legally. So you've purchased your key, and the key is going to contain a COA, or a Certificate of Authority, which is going to be multiple sets of characters, much like the key used to be on your Windows XP systems. Assuming you're running a Pro-based operating system at home already, like Windows 10 Pro, I do not believe that Windows 10 Home will upgrade to Windows 10 IoT Enterprise Edition. I don't know about that specifically. If somebody does know, throw something down in the comments and let me know, but I don't believe that you could upgrade from Windows 10 Home to Windows 10 IoT LTSC version or the Enterprise version of Windows 10. I believe that you would have to upgrade first to the Pro and then upgrade to the IoT version in order to get that extended support, which at that point you're talking probably close to $250, $275 to do that. At which point I would ask you, have you tried the Windows 11 Granite Security Package yet to see if that works for you? I would give that a shot first. But if you're adamant and you have to stick with Windows 10 because you really want Windows 10, or maybe you're in a business scenario where you want to continue to run Windows 10 for application purposes, I'm going to show you how to upgrade your Pro machine to the LTSC version in 3 lines of command. So the first thing you'll want to do is you want to check the version of Windows you're running. So right-click on Start, we'll go to System. This particular system is running Windows 10 Pro. It just happens to be 21H2, but it doesn't really make a difference what version you're currently running. But the edition does. So you got to make sure that you're running a Pro version, so Windows 10 Pro, for instance, or you could be on Windows 10 Enterprise or Windows 10 for Workstation, I believe will also upgrade. But it has to be higher than the home-based version of the operating system. And you can't be running an end-based version of the OS. Once you've determined the version of your OS, we're just going to go to Start. We're going to type in CMD, and we're going to run this as administrator. Now, on my particular VM, I'm not connected to the internet, but you do have to be connected to the internet for this to work. So let's get an internet connection set up and stable, and then at that point, we'll run through the 3 commands. Step 1, let's do a uninstall of the product key. To do that, what you'll have to do is type in slmgr space / UPK for uninstall product key and hit enter. you'll get a pop-up on the screen that'll indicate that the product key has successfully uninstalled. Click on OK. Next, you're going to run the same base command with a different argument. And to do that, it's just slmgr space / and then this is going to be cpky. This is going to be clear the product key from the registry. So we're going to hit enter. And there we go. Product key from registry has been cleared successfully. So we're going to click on OK. At this point, I would suggest you reboot your computer so it comes back up without the registration of the key associated to the registry. So we're going to close out of here. We're going to right-click on Start. We're going to do Shut Down or Sign Out, and we're going to choose to restart. Now, if you have an option for Update and Restart, don't do that. Just restart. Once your machine has booted back up, you'll go back into Start, you'll do CMD again, and you'll run it as administrator. Once the command line opens again, at this point what you're going to do is slmgr space / IPK, which stands for Install Product Key. Your product key is going to be whatever the COA sticker says. So when you order the software and they send you an email with the certificate of authority, which is going to be just a sticker with the actual key on it, or they physically mail it to you, whatever the process or case is as to where you get the actual license key, the license key is going to be a series of alphanumeric characters, and it's going to likely be exactly this length. You're going to have to enter that key in after the slmgr space / IPK space and then enter the key. Once you have successfully added the key and hit enter on your keyboard, you will get a pop-up on the screen that says Installed Product Key with the key number or alphanumeric configuration listed, and it'll say Successfully. At that point, you can click on OK, and you'll need to reboot the computer. And when the computer comes back up, it'll change to whatever the license is that you purchased. After the reboot and the system comes back up, you should be able to just right-click on the Start menu and go to System. And you'll see whatever the version is that you just upgraded your actual Windows system to. So for our sake, it's Windows 10 Enterprise Edition. And again, if you buy the LTSC, you could do the same thing on the 2021, the IoT version, or whatever version you decide to upgrade to. But keep in mind, the LTSC 2021 edition is the edition that will be supported until January of 2032 on Windows 10. And that concludes how to upgrade your Windows 10 system legally and run Windows 10 legally until January of 2032. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching the Generic Tech Support YouTube channel. Find the content of this video at https://generictechsupport.com /channel.